Hello, everyone. This is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your weekly forecast for July 23rd through the 29th of 2023. So, our quote for the week says, "Whatever you once allowed or tolerated at the expense of your health and well-being no longer fits into your new self or new story." Deep breath. This week brings Chiron retrograde, which is a healing process. Mercury squaring off with Uranus, which means we have to change our thinking some kind of way. And we're having a backstage meeting with Venus retrograde and Mercury. So we're definitely trying to start a new cycle, but we've got to reorganize some things. And our last entry for the week is Mercury entering into Virgo, which is where it will linger and retrograde. So we're going to have 2 solid months of Mercury and Virgo also helping us process and integrate our lives on a mental level and upgrade our mental health or do a little check-in. Like I always say, 3 to 4 times a year is not too much to ask. So let's dive in. Chiron retrograde in Aries until December 26th. So Chiron takes 50 years to make it through all 12 signs. So on one hand, the social collective is supported for this individual reset in Aries, where we all learn how to heal and educate ourselves because the structures are crumbling. Also, Chiron in Aries brings a return to all those born 1968 to 77, which means you are being initiated during the years 2018 to 2027. We're only in 23, so we got 4 more to go. And we're just about halfway through this intense process of healing, education, and transformation that is available in everyone's Aries house. That also means that it is stimulating your Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn departments as well. So be mindful, compassionate, and patient with yourself and everyone else. During Chiron retrograde every year, we get an opportunity to check in with ourselves and see what hurts or is tender and slowing us down. This Cancer Capricorn lunation supports us to break old ancient patterns once and for all. So take solace in any healing or soul work that you are able to do, with full confidence that it is rippling out to affect the collective in a positive, healing, and uplifting way. Ashe. We can all consciously honor the healing, education, and personal transformation that Chiron facilitates. Chiron in Pisces 2011 to 2019 taught us about sensitivity and boundary issues and being a spirit in human form. Now in Aries, we are opening up to the new directive of self-healing, self-assembling, and self-mastery going forward. Chiron is best known as the wounded healer, the aspect of self that came in with a wound to address this lifetime. And in your chart, it represents your healing and educational path. It is all that you learn on the journey to wholeness and integration, and the healing and education that results from that journey. This 5-month period is going to reveal where you're at in your own process. This time is deeply supported for a personal inventory or inner review. You have to be willing to face the fears and hurts, accept the losses and defeats, and then get up, dust yourself off, and try again. Chiron can help guide this process. It's time to be brave and pioneering. Clearly, the old ways no longer work. It's time to follow our instincts, although we may have to connect to them properly. It's time to face challenges head on and remember that though we have to do for self, be self-sufficient and self-contained, we do not have to do it alone. So this time is really going to support the evolution of the individual within the context of the community or their relationships. It's all connected. If one evolves, the other has to evolve too, or dissolve and go away. So if you evolve yourself, your relationships evolve. If your relationships evolve, you have to evolve. It's all connected. That's how that works. Same day, Sunday the 23rd, Mercury squares off with Uranus. This is lower mind and higher mind. It's your little ideas to an awakening to a larger concept, let's say. This energy challenges you to expand your mind and consciousness in a way, pushing you to think differently and respond to information in new ways. Uranus brings sudden aha moments, personal awareness, and radical new ideas, which is great for you adventurous souls who thrive on change and innovation. However, if you are personally attached to your routine and things going as planned, then this energy can cause aggravation and tax your nervous system because things will seem sudden, even though it is more likely that they've been brewing under the surface for some time now. You will have to adjust and be more open and mentally flexible than usual. You may not be able to control the excessive mental activity or information overload coming in, but hopefully you can direct it a bit. It's good to activate or clean your personal filters by taking some time in nature to process things at your own pace and generally clear your head. This can be a very inspiring and creative time, so try to tune into that while keeping in mind that anything you begin or get into may require a review later so that you can check over the details of your revelations or creations. You're just cracking the surface. This is all about the revelation or awakening. You will eventually have to figure out the logistics or effective actions necessary to bring your ideas into form later. But for now, open up to new possibilities. Deep breath. Then at the very last degrees of Leo, before Mercury dips into Virgo, it's going to link up with Venus retrograde. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Which also means that Mercury to Uranus square is Leo to Taurus. So we're talking about a little bit of what you want versus what you need. And so let's dig into that in terms of our mental well-being and how we think about the things that are going on in our lives or the choices we're making, right? Lots of processing this week, y'all. So Mercury conjunct Venus retrograde. This energy encourages you to see the divine order or the unifying theme running through the events of your life, good, bad, and indifferent, as well as past, present, and future. This is an initiation of new values around communication, self-expression, and the value of your ideas. You may finally be able to express ideas that have been percolating in your head. Some people say I love you at this time or articulate their feelings in deeper, more expressive ways. It's really juicy for your inner artist. This is the beginning of expressing your creative ideas in altogether new and different ways than ever before. Allow your imagination to free flow. Play with ideas with no attachment to outcome. Take advantage and explore all that this energy stirs within you, but don't give in to overthinking or overprocessing things. These connections are richer, giving you access to deeper personal growth and development through a new understanding of how all the events of your life work together for good, ultimately. You can see the necessity of certain challenges and clearly see your own personal mastery thus far. Celebrate and choose to create some new thought patterns that integrate and reflect more beauty and love throughout your life. Ashe. So any conjunctions and initiation of a new cycle, a new rhythm, something's coming up. And of course, Mercury is going to slow down here and linger. So I like to look at, you all have heard me say this, what's the last thing they hit before they go into a zone and what's the first thing they hit when they come out of a zone. So if Mercury conjunct Venus is what's happening right before Mercury goes into Virgo to retrograde, then we know we're working on beauty and love and our relationships and concepts around how we relate and initiating a new way of doing that is rooted in Leo, self-love, self-worth, self-value. So let's raise the bar on whoever we're dealing with and whatever ideas we're entertaining. Also this week on Wednesday is Rhythms and Verses with me and NASA. This is when we get together to talk about planetary rhythms and ancestral wisdom. 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Wednesday, July 26th will be our next live session. It's on YouTube and everyone is welcome. If you're into divinations and guidance and channeling and all that fun stuff, please join us over there. So Friday the 28th, Mercury enters Virgo until October 4th. Like I said, all of August, all of September, Mercury's in Virgo. That means the mental planet is in a physical processing sign. It's still processing though, so we're doubling down on the processing and integration, which means you do need some time outs, some downtime, some time in nature, whatever works for you to actually process. And when you don't, you know what happens. Things get hectic. We start making mistakes. We start tripping up. We start forgetting things. It gets a little hectic. So Mercury is going to retrograde in Virgo, which will help us to truly process and integrate whatever came into our conscious awareness over the last 3, 6, or 9 weeks. It's time for discernment and discrimination. You will have to choose or decide which ideas are worth investing more energy, time, and resources going forward. It's time to get organized and create space to anchor these new ideas and integrate them into the new rhythm that is emerging. This is also an opportunity to do some personal healing of the mental body. We've been cracked open to all new consciousness in recent years, and there's more to come. So it's a good idea to use any Mercury retrograde to time out, pause and reflect, recalibrate your mental input and output, consider how much you're taking in, processing, and putting to good use, and how much you're cultivating your own unique ideas and sharing them with others. It is an opportunity to restore your mental health and balance, and in doing so, set yourself up for more successful and fulfilling interactions with others going forward. This extended stay in Virgo is going to affect your Virgo, Pisces, and Gemini, Sag departments by default. And as you shift your consciousness, change your thinking, and make new choices, new opportunities and a healthier rhythm and routine will be the result. Before you engage others at this higher level, it is best to finish the retrograde review of your own ideas, thoughts, and concepts around health, fitness, and good mental functioning, and how you would like to do that in a new and different way. Any Mercury retrograde is an upgrade and rewiring of your mental body, and since we get them 3 to 4 times a year, it is good to get into a conscious practice of taking some time to review that area of life, and in this case, that would be your Virgo house. Deep breath. Also, on Friday, July 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is 4 p.m. Pacific, Nasa Bawa is hosting her monthly ritual to reclaim the wisdom and magic of the ancestors. And this month, it is the Big Money Ritual. Now, if you're on Instagram, you have to follow her over there. I believe it's Nasa Bawa 22. She's been posting these wonderful little clips of different things about our consciousness we need to understand. This isn't just about money. This is going to be about wealth and abundance and prosperity and living the life you were born to live. It's bigger than just money. And I hope that you all will consider joining us. I have to say, between Nasa and Yeye, my ritual game is going through the roof. But it's also keeping me very, very busy. So I know not everyone is into rituals, but we really raise the roof when we get together, I just gotta say. You can do the workshop only for $35 and just join us live and bring your own ingredients. The list is in the blog this week. You need 1 7-day money candle, 7 small spell candles, 1 for each colored chakra, right? So the 7 basic colors, a money spray or money oil, a crystal, green aventurine is suggested, but of course if you've got your own good money or prosperity crystal that you love, the Rose of Jericho or any kind of resurrection plant, petition paper, High John the Conqueror, bowl of water, appropriate psalm, which I think she will probably supply. She's good at that. A green mojo bag and rice. So if you can put together your own goodies, that's wonderful. Join us. If you would like to get your goodies from the Honeypot Energy and Art Center, she is a metaphysical shop in Atlanta, Miss Lana Moon, and we've been collaborating. I'm hoping to get her to hook up the kit for Yeye and I when we do Cracking the Ancestral Code. That's going to be the next big one, for me anyway. So you can go to any one of our sites and be able to register for this. And if you do the workshop bundle, it's only $75, and Lana will ship everything directly to you. And these customized kits are so amazing. She's living my dream, honey. I used to dream about Karmic Tool kits, and I still have little tools, but I always wanted to include all these magical items, and she has mastered it. And we encourage you to get your sacred items from her because we trust the source. This is what we're working on, y'all, doing better going forward, avoiding Amazon when at all possible, and honoring those who are doing this work in a sacred way and holding it down in real time. If you're in Atlanta, Georgia, by all means, stop by the real store and meet Lana in person. She's got the most amazing energy. So check that out if you're into it and the timing is right. Join us when and where you can. So I'm leaving the Venus cycle replay and the links to the new reading custom guide and monthly circle because I'm just getting it finished. I'm recording this on Friday. I've already printed my proof copy, but I've also found some things I need to fix and change. So I'll be working on it all weekend. And hopefully your personal copy, for those of you who have already ordered them, will go out on Monday. So stay tuned for that email with the tracking number and the email with the PDF version of your custom guide. That will all come first. Bear is our animal medicine for the month of July. And since we're getting down to the end of July, I should let you know I'm going to have dolphin medicine for the month of August. And I know I got a whole bunch of dolphin lovers out there. So if you want to work on yourself with some tools and animal wisdom, then come on in and check it out. It's only $25 a month for the animal medicine to guide you. There's lots of fun things to do with prayers and affirmations, Mad Libs, little things for you to fill out for those note takers and journalers. You all love these kind of tools, and they're so juicy. And dolphin's going to be fun, and I want to pump it up because I know when snake and spider come, I'm going to lose some of y'all. Even though they're amazing medicine, and it's the reason I keep them in so that I can teach you good things about those two animals that seem to trigger some folks on deeper levels. So that's got to be a past life thing, y'all. And of course, we're getting closer and closer to the September launch of NASA's Indigenous Spirituality School, which of course I'm going to be co-creating and sitting in on some of her classes. That's going to be amazing, y'all. So check that out too. Also, just for anyone wondering, the Astro 101 class did not have enough signups to do it this summer. I was going to do, well, I guess it's early fall, August, September. So I'm pushing that to February, March. For those of you who want to plan to take the Astro 101 class, the next time I'll run that will be February, March, it looks like. But of course, we'll confirm in January, and that should give you some time to sign up and get your book and all that good stuff. But I guess the Venus cycle with the new reading and custom guide is just too exciting and juicy and personal. So a lot of people jumped on that, and I'm so grateful and so excited to do this with you because every new cycle brings in a few of my old friends and a few new friends, and then we get down. It's going to be so juicy this go round. And the book has turned out beautifully. I'm so proud of what's coming forward at this moment to support us all as we renegotiate our relationships and finances with a Venus retrograde that we are navigating as we speak. So I think that's it for the week. Join us when and where you can. Reach out if you need to. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools signing off. Have a fantastic week.